All right. Hello, chat. Let's see, approximately nobody who's here. No, that's fine. It's been a few days since I last did anything, so it might take a moment, but it is the normal time. So that should be that should be a good. Um, let me see. There's some audio stuff that I adjusted, and I think I still need more time to figure it all out. But yeah, because I don't know. Oh wait, why does it have multiple? I'll figure that out later. I need to try a couple different mics and see how they sound in practice. But other than that, we got any noise? Hope that's not too big of an issue. I'm a little concerned because I had an issue where my battery suddenly stopped working, and I'm a little concerned that it might have damaged the mic. So I do have another mic. Let's see. How does this sound? Oh, that's a little loud. That should be better. How does that hopefully will be a little bit nicer? I'm just waiting for the sound to come back on the stream so I can hear it. Oh, okay. Okay, I think that works. I think this. I'm gonna use this mic for now while I figure out what's going on with the other mic. Anyways. Oh. Okay, so. Anyways, we have some missions to do today because I'm playing campaign on Kerbal, and it would certainly be a shame if it didn't work. Are you high enough up? There we go. I thought I configured you. So for anyone who's seen a stream before, I've actually set up a nice little chat window for us, and I'm gonna need to adjust it a little bit from here, but it means that y'all off to the side, but it means that the game isn't kind of happening in nowhere. This is actually the same model. This is actually the same set as the stream starting soon is in. And I'm just trying. My plan for is to kind of make a big, expansive kind of model-looking thing. That like all the different scenes for the streams are set in. I think that's a fun way to do it. But anyways, I guess the first thing we need to do is actually look at what missions we have. Because there's quite a few. I think we might be going to Minmus anyways, because it really, really wants us to do that, and I don't want to deal with these temperature survey missions. I want us to just kind of... I don't like them. They're not fun to do. Like this, plant the flag on the moon, position a satellite in polar orbit of the moon. We can both do those. There's stuff we've done already. Not giving us... I mean, I guess it's just a satellite. It's not like the full station pieces, so it would be lighter, but it is still little. It's like, I want more. Give me more money for these projects. Like, plant a flag on the Mun. Like, that'll be pretty easy. We've got people on the Mun already to do that. Yeah, let me see. New surface outpost, science data from around Minmus. Like, yeah, I think what we might do is do that Mun mission really quick, because that's just really easy money. We basically have all the resources there. And then From that, what we might want to do is I think from there we'll look at some of the mid-miss missions. So a quick little one, get a little bit extra cash, and then work on the mid-miss missions. Yeah, because we've done a lot of mud missions, and I do need a little bit of a break from them. So thankfully we have a lander. We have our lander. We have our whole satellite system. Like, I mean, technically a satellite's an artificial satellite if you want to get into it, but around the Mun, we have our Mun space station here, and what's very lovely is that we have a lander parked on it, which we're going to take down and back out. Quick 20-minute adventure. Oh no. In and out, 20-minute adventure will be easy. But look at this beast. Look at this. Absolute beast. Let's see, do I have a pilot here? I do have a pilot, Bobson. Where is Bobson? I had to find where I put him on this ship. Bill. Bobson. All right, Bobson. Transfer. So I'm just going to do like a really easy down and back mission to the Mun. So, so if I actually look on the map here, if you actually look on the map, we have a couple different locations. And what I think we're going to want to do is land somewhere we haven't gone before. Like we might want to land in a crater or something. So, you know, something kind of fun, something a little bit different from what we've done in the past. I think that'll be a good thing to do. Hard part would be landing. I really need to put better landing systems on this, and I just haven't. Let's see. Yeah, we should have enough fuel. I do need to really unlock drills. So I can. Okay. I really need to unlock drills so I can start producing more fuel on the ship itself. Because we do have a little bit of an issue where I have to send a rocket in and hope that it keeps, and hope that I don't burn all the fuel trying to get there to refuel it, which is very expensive and very costly. And if I could just transfer that work onto the Mun and just be able to go down and up, it would be a lot faster. Because I do like having a full, I technically don't need a full lander, but it's just good practice to have a full lander, really. You know, because I think I can maybe get one more mission out of this lander before I need to like send in, before I need to get an actual proper refueling mission going, because this is all monopropellant back here, but this is fuel. And that's fuel, and that's like one more tank for this, and that's like one more down and up. Then I think we're a little messy. So what I'll probably do is once we unlock the drilling systems, I'll make a new lander and send it over here that can do those kind of missions. Okay. Yeah, because let me see. Quick as I can, place down our flag, get back up. In and out, 20-minute adventure. All right. Oh, do I have any EVA research things? I don't think I've brought any EVA research stuff, and I'm going to check anyways. I do. All right. I'm going to put some of them in the lander. So we have, we can actually do some experiments on the ground. Okay. control from here. And then undock. We have monopropellant, right? Yes, we have monopropellant. Good. We always do like having monopropellant. Which way is forward? Okay, cool. Now we need to get into retrograde. Let's see this off. Burn down, burn out. Nothing too special. Thrust limiter all the way up. We just want to go. We burn just as efficiently either way. These are some fairly efficient engines I've got installed. They're the Terrier? Yeah, they're the Terrier engines. So in terms of like relatively early vanilla engines, it's pretty nice for a fuel efficiency standpoint. Should be in docking mode, should be. Because I don't really want to land on the poles. I already did that once, and we can see how that went. It didn't go well. I think somewhere around here, because especially as we start to orbit, I believe we'll get into a better position with the sun. Which just happens to be very nice. All right, stab assist. All right, and then all we're going to do is spend a little time falling. My usual speed preference when going down is about 200 meters a second. That's where I usually like to keep it. It's like a maximum descent speed. Yeah. All right. Gonna get back into our, there we go. As we continue to drop. I do actually kind of want to do this in 20 minutes. And I think we can get away with a 20-minute adventure relatively easily. And then once I get within like 10K, I'll usually slow down, or 1K really. We have all this Delta V. And we just need to use it. Alright. Continue falling, falling, falling. And thankfully we're not trying to hit a target this time. The last couple launches have all been to rescue people on the surface. And I have gotten very tired of dealing with landings. They do get quite boring after a while, I will say. Lights on. Alright. Optimal landing conditions, you know? Like, is it better to slow down entirely up before you hit the atmosphere? Like, is it better to go as fast as you can and slow down right at the very end? I would think there's some logic to that. Because if you think that it, you know, at least for a body with no atmosphere, right? Given that it takes more and more energy to accelerate things, right? Because you're going faster and faster, faster, it takes more and more energy to accelerate, right? That it would be better to wait until you're closer to the planet, but then also at the same time, it's going to take a lot of energy for you to slow down. The math is a bit funny. I need to like actually look into that. And I have a physics class next semester, but I don't think it's orbital mechanics. I think it's just standard like Newton solid body physics, I believe. It's nothing too crazy. All right. I think we're cutting it fine. A little close, sure, but we're not going to hit the ground. Because the more we decelerate, the slower we go, yada, 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 yada. Probably like 50 meters a second for now. And then once we get within 1,000 meters, I think I'm going to bring us into like a nice slow 500 meters-ish. I like basically control the tap the entrance throttle to get us right where we want it. But for now, nice, easy descent. Not really aiming for anything. I wish I could see the ground. Nighttime landings. Okay, that's pretty stable. Doing burns like this always makes me so anxious because I always feel like, oh, I'm just burning a ton of fuel and not like we're not going to have to burn the same delta V anyways. Oh, I hate landings. And this is actually awful, I'm not going to lie. Because I can't see what I'm doing. No! Ah, well, you know, there's worse places I could be in. Let's at least turn SAS off. Let's not burn all of. Shit. Okay, what was that? Oh no. That's well. Okay. That oh no. Oh no. That is not good. We need to that wasn't supposed to happen. We in fact supposed to land nicely and safely, not crash into the planet. I know that's crazy, but just what you do, you know? Anyways. We've got the save loaded. We're just gonna try that again. You know, if at first you don't succeed, in Kerbal because you messed up a landing. Just try that landing again. I don't think that's a saying, but that's what it feels like. Mode, and if we do, oh, we need to. If I set you as target, I need to set you to control point up. Okay. Good. Unset target. Yes. Bring back. Burn us away. Off SAS on docking mode. And then us to the side. Get us in the retrograde. We're just gonna go for it again. Ah. I love change and momentum. Alright. Time to slow us the heck down. I want to burn this way. And you know what? When we're doing that, we're going to get into the sun a little bit more so we can actually see what we're doing and where we're landing. This is fine. Warp here. No. Wrong. Warp there, please. Oh! Ah! Fudge. Well, it was nice knowing you all. Okay. Okay. Third time is indeed the charm. Oh boy. Okay. This is gone. Extraordinarily bad. I am impressed in how bad it's going. You know, I said in and out 20-minute adventure, and it almost worked. Almost. If only Kerbal properly did its thing. Oh no. Burn! Burn, baby, burn. Far and far away from our rig. All the way to the very, very wonderful Mun. A planet full of space dust. And a lot of space dust. It's just a lot of space dust there. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, just burn retrograde for a bit. Alright. Cool. I feel much better about this landing, given I'm not trying to time warp through the planet. I would not recommend trying to time warp through a planet. The game doesn't like that very much. And will likely result in your doom. So, you know, definitely not like a very optimal strategy for survival, I would say. Very much not so. Okay, so we're gonna pull our speed down. Don't want to get never want to get moving too fast. Alright. Moving too fast, take it nice and slow down to the surface. We can see what we're doing this time, so I can be scared less about what's gonna happen. Alright. Now regardless of what happens, we'll have some amount of sunlight. Apoapsis point right about here. Because we don't want to go back up either. That's not exactly going to be helpful. we continue to fall. I don't really know if there's a better way to do this, but you can't, because you can't like burn under time warp, at least very quickly. You end up kind of having to do these individual little bursts to get down to the surface in a reasonable amount of time. Yes, how is we doing? Alright, we can fall a little bit more. Burn slow. What we probably want to do is aim for like that crater or something. Which I think we're actually doing. Huh? Oh no. Oh, wrong quick save, I think. I am. There was. Okay. We're just gonna work from here. Wrong building. Okay. We're struggling a little, but that's fine. That's fine. We just need to go to. We need to go to the Space Center. And specifically, the mission control to exchange out some of those missions. Right. Get rid of a couple of these temperature surveys. It's going to be a little bit of money, but it'll be better. Hero landed mission, perfect. Position satellite launcher V3 in orbit on Kerbin. We can do that. The missions have changed. Dang. I am not interested in asteroid contracts. TBH. They don't interest me that much. I'm gonna do this quick cryogenics contract though. And some quick money. And I think they usually yield some science too. And like we can look at the difference of them. Like, here's a normal tank. Here's like a normal tank, and there's a cryogenic tank. Place next to it for scale. They're a little bit bigger. And I believe they're safer to put stuff like methyl locks in. They can keep it a bit cooler. Oh, you can also adjust the ratios. Interesting. I'm going to play with those sometime. Anyways, what I think pretty much this involves doing is we place down cryogenics tank, a lander pod for Kerbal. I'm gonna pop Phoebe. And then we launch. And we're gonna press a little button that says test. And that is it. Alright. We do this. We press run test. We get a little bleeping thing that we finished our mission, and we get to recover vessel. How would you look at that? As soon as it loads. Hello! Hello, Freud. How is you doing? Alright, cool. Where do they want to go? Oh. They want to orbit around Kerbin? Perfect, that'll be a fun little mission. That sounds like fun. 2 little tourists, we have ships for that directly. Which I am quite happy about. Let's see, Fab. And we could probably build even more efficient rockets at this point, but the other ones work fine. They pay the bills. The tourists get what they want. Anyways. I think it's in our... That's right, our tourist crafts. Are you it? I think this is it. Yeah. I can't remember if this gets into space or not. I believe it does because it has the orbiter signifier on it, but this is a very silly looking rocket. And I could probably make it better now, but I'm not. Like if I put the, yeah, because that lander can's really big on this. Let's see, I have Sergei piloting, and then I have our 2 tourists. And this I feel pretty comfortable, I think. Once again, it's been a minute since I've flown this particular vessel, but I know it usually does a good job. I should put some drag chutes on, though. Upgrade the design a little. A modern making. Why are these down here? Like, there's some design decisions on this, and I'm like, what? What was she thinking? Okay. And then just 2 drag chutes. Not like that. Like, oh wait, is this a, okay, that's just a regular parachute, and those are, well, yeah. This would be good. I always like to have too much parachute. It's like, I don't want to go through the entire mission, right? And then have it go wrong at the very, very end because of that. We're gonna save, not save this to tourist crafts, and then cancel, and then save. All right. This shouldn't be too difficult. Just gotta stretch. We're good to go. Yeah. And hello. I see you brought emotes. We do like some emotes here. Yeah, we're curbling. Hello, yes. I see that you are confirmed stupid. But I must ask, what's the mission? So, this particular mission is just a tourist mission. I'm using a older launcher of mine. It looks so bare bones, but it's just a quick little orbiter. But yeah, it's basically as the title says, little campaign missions to get money to do all the fun things. I really should just start a science save for streaming. I think that would be a better idea. I'm, however, not going to do that. Anyways, yeah, so I don't think that turns on yet. I really should probably have them both running. But yeah, we're going up and down. We've got 2 little tourists here. It's their first time going up. Which is very nice. And so yeah, I am quite excited to do some basic missions. We gotta get that dodge for the more fun missions, yeah. You gotta work hard to play hard kind of thing, you know? Wow, those solid rocket boosters are terrifying. I did not realize how powerful they were. And... come on, can we stabilize? Once again, it's been a minute since I've run this. Rocket. And hello, another first time chat. This is an old one. I like to do the space station around the sun because you could just launch straight up in time warp. Oh, yeah. How's it going? It's going good. I'm quite excited with what we're doing. But yeah, so I think what this rocket honestly just needs is some stabilize. My day is good. How is yours? Let's see. We want nothing too big, but yeah. Because the issue that I was seeing here was that when we actually got up into the air, we were kind of just losing stability. I think I'm gonna do a triple, like oh come on, there we go, something like this. For this rocket, there shouldn't be too much drag to get us going up and down. But there we go. Actually, we're turning the other way. We're turning in that direction, so I think it'll be better to have it facing like this with these. Tweak scale. I'm gonna make them a little bit smaller, not too much, but I think their full size would be a little too much drag, so I'm gonna compromise with 80%. Alright. Go to tourist crafts, save. But yeah, so last week I did a bunch of missions to the Mun, building a space station out there, which was very cool. And what I want to do is get enough. Yeah, you're right with the sun missions. But basically what I want to do is get enough science to be able to refuel, right? And then be able to have like staging missions, like stage a mission out to the station, refuel it from there, and save myself a ton of material. Which I do think that's a nice thing about the campaign mode. Oh, this is a fun game. My favorite game honestly changes from time to time. This just happens to be one I'm playing a lot right now, as I quite enjoy it. I quite enjoy Kerbal. I think it's a very chill little game that I can play, that my mind can just run on. But outside of that, like, yeah, it's really just time dependent. KSP really is a classic. Like, I've got actually a lot of mods installed. I should set them up in a list so I can put them on the stream, but I've honestly, if I do this more, I'm debating getting the Black Racks mod, the volumetric clouds, just for the visuals. But yeah, beyond that, we need to, oh, I can't disable the engine from here. The Black Racks crowd mod, because that just looks really nice. However, beyond this, like, Space Engineers is really fun. I enjoy some of that. I'm just really bad at building ships in the game. I don't have the mental capacity to wait to put something together. Yeah. Yeah, you have to use mods. Pure Vanilla Chaos, no, really. It can be nice to play just to see what it's like, but it is not as interesting as modded. Like Tweak Scale, I mentioned. Hello, good day to you. Yeah, Tweak Scale I have. I've got the one that makes the fuel, that makes the engines look better. I believe that's like one you can't just get. I believe that's one you've got to get on like, you can't get like in Curse Forge or something. I believe that's one of the mods you've got to get on. You just have to get online and then put them on. Holy latency, Batman, you weren't lying yesterday. Is my latency? Oh, yeah. Like, the latency is very nice on this. If I add the maneuver with Apple Lapses, do I have enough? Oh dear. This may be a problem. I'm a little worried that these cause too much drag on the orbiter. Because I don't think I can actually get up at this point. Which, I mean, it's a suborbital flight for one of them, but I do need the full orbital flight. So that's a little bit of an issue if I don't have it. Yeah, I don't think we're getting into orbit. We will not go to space today, apparently. And anybody who gets that reference, I'm really glad you read XKCD. I don't have that orbit. I mean, this is fine, but like, a little boring. I'm still gonna finish out the flight. It's still like it's still a half successful flight. It's just not quite what we wanted to do. I'll burn off the rest of the Delta V. Get them going a little bit longer. I'll be nice. I think I really just need to figure out. I think what I really need to do is get proper onion staging. Is it all be liquid? I think, and then have actual onion staging going for that. Anyways, SAS retrograde. All right, and then we're just gonna time warp us a little. So yeah, we've reached the peak of our orbit here when we Oh, that's crazy. How much faster we are compared to the Earth and actually orbiting the planet. We know we've reached the height of our orbit when we start reaccelerating. But yeah. Yeah, outside of like just the streaming stuff, I have been working on a lot of like the back end stuff. So like the stream starting screen, the background. This background you see here with like the kind of I don't know if you can really see that we're on a laptop, but we are on a laptop, is new. And then beyond that, we I've got plans to add some. I've got plans to improve this. Basically so yeah, basically the whole background scene is one gigantic like setup. And my plan for it is to create a bigger we've got the large setup, right? And my plan for it is to create this big set that all of the streams take place in, right? So like we have a couple different locations for streaming. Like we've got one on a table, one in like a gaming room, one outside for like a more chatting kind of environment. And then you'll be able to see all those environments from different screens and like try and keep it up to date, try and keep it active to how the stream looks, which I think would be good. Anyways, we are coming in for landing. We got more than enough electric charge for this. And we're about to hit the Kármán line. So I am excited for that. Alright. Yes. I hope all your days are going well. Hopefully you don't have any Kerbals that are experiencing rapid deceleration into the ground. That's not always the best thing. But yeah. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. There we go. This is actually crazy. How little this feels. How slow it feels we're going. Because I've been doing a lot of flights out to the Mun and back. And you're going like really, really fast into that atmosphere, right? This feels so slow. It feels like, oh, you know, we're moseying into the atmosphere right now. We're going thousands and thousands of miles an hour. That's just a little funny. Here we are. Look at them. Nice and landing. Yeah, I think the issue with the orbiter is that with the with the new stuff that I've got equipped to it, what ends up happening is those extra fins cost way too much. Only like 20 seconds deceleration, basically nothing. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Uh, I don't think Kerbals have ever had a burst blood vessel. It's fine. But no, yeah. I think the fairings I put on there to try and stabilize us is what caused that a rapid unscheduled well no, just rapid deceleration of it. We got less further. What you don't want is a rapid unscheduled disassembly. Those aren't fun. Whenever those happen, you don't have a rocket anymore, which is certainly not a good thing. I do want to ask, how is the game audio? How does that sound on your end, on chat's end? Oh, yeah, I'm okay. I'm using it on purpose because this is slow. Game audio is fine. Okay, that's good. And my voice is good, I assume too. Uh, given that you people can hear me and are responding. Oh, but anyways, yeah. So just nice little landing. You can turn that wheel authority down. Yeah, SAS is off. So I think I'm gonna try and get that other Kerbal into orbit after this, because we did fail half the mission. We got like, we look at the contracts. We did not get into an orbit around Kerbin. I don't think I have any probes on Minmus, because there's a couple of missions here that like once I get a station or a satellite set up around the planet, I can just make really quick money off of it, which would be quite swell. And touchdown. Okay, now I need to figure out how to get that rocket into space. That's gonna be hard. Maybe, okay, actually, here's what I might do to reduce the fairings on it. I think if I take the boosters and turn them 90 degrees on the rocket, I think I'll be able to get away with 2 fairings, which should reduce drag. And then I might use tweak scale, make the engines a little bit bigger to do that, something like that. Ooh, 250 science. The real question is if that's enough for anything. I don't think it is. Yeah, because we only got one of them in. Let them done. Because we also have this satellite launcher mission, which gives a pretty penny. And we still got some of the money for this, which is nice. Yeah, because suborbital flight, yeah, because they still need to complete their itinerary. Kind of important. Anyways. Let's see, how much do I get for putting that? These atmospheric surveys are so annoying. They're so far apart. And you have to get a plane over there, and that takes, like, forever. Explore Minmus? Should I explore Minmus? Should I make the Minmus rocket? That's probably fun. I mean, it's quite a bit of money. Which I need to get 2 vessels over there. What I might do is I'll make a... That could be fun. What if we do this? We'll make a satellite for Minmus. I will make a satellite rocket for Minmus. Go out there. Set the satellite down, be able to connect it up to a station, and then build a station to get the rendezvous and dock 2 menus on or around Minmus. I think that would be good. I don't even know why there's 2 different missions. I mean, I guess it's like, bring them close together and then dock them. But I feel like that if you're already gonna do one of those, you're gonna do both of them. That feels a little redundant. Anyways, I think that could be a fun. Way to do this. Let's see. Yeah, because this satellite launcher is just pretty boring. All right. So I do believe I have some vehicles that I sent to Minmus, because a while back, before I started streaming this world, excuse me. Before I started streaming this world, I sent some space planes out to Minmus. But before I got the missions, because I kind of just skipped the mun, went all the way to Minmus, right? Because we open Minmus. Like, I have a couple things. I have these science flyers, which I used a lot of. They're very expensive ships right there. What about you? And but make it Mimus is better, more science, easier to land flat. I know it really is. And it's so much yeah, its surface is just so much better. Okay. I'm just gonna make a new one from scratch. I'll make a new one from scratch. I can make better probes now. So I think yeah, let's do lander can for kind of our start. Then oh. Cool. Should we do lander can or should we do command pod? Maybe both. Now I'm kind of just thinking we'll just send an entire lander out there to Minmus. To start another station. That would probably be smart. Let's see here. Let's see, we've got a lander, a surface bay so we can put materials in it. And then we'll want RCS control. Not the big ones, but the smaller ones will be fine for this. Set up. There we go. Alright. These Venor engines are kind of cool. I don't really have too much of a reason to use them. Because you don't really get the same, at least to my knowledge, you don't really get the same, what would it be called? Oh, this is doors. Oh, we don't need that then. Because to my knowledge, the Kerbal does not have the same orbit degradation that you do in real life. Like, how in real life, the Kármán line is not where the atmosphere ends, and you actually get orbital degradation before that point. I don't know if Kerbal continues to do like long-term calculations. So, like they have the engines to do adjustments, but I'm not sure how much they actually are needing to be used most of the time. Anyways, besides that little ramble, I think I'm gonna make something very similar to what I did for the Mun lander. Like a very similar craft. It's like we have maybe two of these. Are these the same or are these? Okay, those are the same. Yeah, I'm gonna do something kind of similar. I like that gray. Do you have different? Oh, you do have variants. Oh, the rover variant. That's right. I think I'm gonna just do a lander though. Okay. So we've got our lander. We can throw that donut in there. Move, just whoop. Hide it in the in the reaction wheel module. I'm sure that is an issue. Base KSP does no such calculations. It's magically spaced. A craft could be at stable. It could be at in decay. That's what I thought. Although I think I think the decimal would be a lot smaller because it is a 64-bit. So at least it's running on a 64-bit system. So you could probably add a lot more zeros to that. But yeah, you've got the right idea. Excuse me, I ate food before this and it's apparently wanting to make me burp. Not my favorite. Anyways, I think engine-wise, I'm gonna do something pretty similar. I believe that the most fuel-efficient engine I have right now, that would like be functional for this, really is the Terrier. Because I have sparks. This is cool, but I don't really have a use for it on this particular rocket. Like maybe some thuds. I do think thuds look good on landers. We could do a thud lander, which would look nice. Something like that, you know? Maybe we'll do that. And then Landing gear. Which landing struts? Do we have bigger landing? Oh, we do have bigger landing struts now. That's pretty nice. We do like bigger landing struts. Set that there. Start retracted. Oh, interesting. Wait, what's there? I kind of want to see their animation now, and I don't think I'm going to get to see it. Let's see. Yeah, because these are the landing struts I was using, and they're not great. These are a lot bigger. Better for a bigger ship. Science-wise, what do we want? I do have a couple science mods. I've got a bunch of the near future, some of the interstellar stuff mixed in. So, you know, we probably want a surface sample drill, right? We probably want to be able to deploy drill. We probably want to be able to get something from the surface. It's just very hard to get low enough with one of these. Let's see if I whoop, move you down a notch. That'd work. And then, yeah. I don't know how most people usually design their ships, because what I usually do is I'll build a lander first. I'll build what I actually want to bring to the planet, and then I'll design the rest of the ship around it. We're not going to work with these. Those are station elements. That's station elements. Let's see. Gamma ray spectrometer. That's basically free science for this mission. Let's see. Atmospheric fluid spectrophotometer. That's nice. That's just more free stuff. Thermometers are always good on these kind of missions. You can never have too much data. That's for the atmosphere. Experiment storage units. You never have enough experimental storage units. Never. You always run out of space somewhere in your mission. Whoop. Actually, I want to set this one also on this side. Right there. Alright, and then do a little bit of rotating. Get this into the right spot. Whoop. And whoop. Look at that. A quick and easy mid-miss lander. And close doors. Do we want anything up here? Because this is monopropellant, correct? Oh, it won't let me touch it. Whoop. Because I think that's a monopropellant tank. Let's see. I mean, I can make it. I guess if I wanted to, I can always just make that a monopropellant tank, really. Because we do have the true monopropellant tanks, which is nice. We'll just throw a couple of those on. We do like monopropellant. And then we're gonna need our actual thruster blocks, which will set one down there. Oop. When I say one, I mean 4. We'll set one down here, and then we'll get a couple on those thrusters, give ourselves a little bit more room, a little bit more movement. We should probably put a roof to this, and I think that's going to be my standard little docking port setup. So I have a docking setup that I really, really like to use. I think I can just use this for it, actually. And it's basically doing one of these adapter pieces here. And then I take a docking port coupling, a regular docking port, and then just set it on the top like so. And with this just honestly creates a very, very nice illusion of like having a proper docking setup. And when it's actually docked, it does look very, very cool. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. We have a lander, compact, filled with everything you need to go down and back. I hope there's enough fuel. I really don't know. That's kind of the issue, is I don't really know if it's enough to get off. Let's see, delta V, 1900 meters. 1900 meters a second of delta V. Is 1900 meters a second of delta V going to be enough? Because I know it's 400 to get off the Mun, right? It's 400 meters a second of delta V to get off the surface of the Mun and into orbit. And then to actually land and everything, I'd like to have a little bit more. But I'm really afraid to make the mass go up further. Like, that's not that much mass, really. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a great way to save a particular. I take this off. Yeah. Oh yeah, because the monopropellant is still delta V, isn't it? I wonder if less engines is more delta V. I'm kind of curious as to calculations on that. Like if I take this off and do 3, is that more or less? It's more, okay. Because I know we have enough thrust. Maybe I can just get away with 2 of them. Maybe I can just get away with 2 engines instead. Like this. And then we take our landing legs and just make them 3, right? We take our drill, set it here, nice and low. Landing legs a little high. Oh, the landing legs should be 3. And we only want 1 drill. Like this. And then what we need is a landing lights. That's one thing I've missed on a couple of mine, and not having them has been a pain for landing, because I try and do a night landing and it's like I just don't know what's going on. 1, 2, 3. Set them there. That'll work. Maybe I can see what we're doing. And then I need mobility enhancers, don't I? Can I set one here? Extend ladder. Set extended. Okay, I think that's good. We will ignore the illuminators in the way. Where can I set these so that they're not interfering with anything? Actually, what if I do... I know it's not going to be good enough. I want the illuminators. Maybe just do the 2 of them. If anybody has any ideas for the lander, because we are going to start packaging it up in a shell, do tell. Speak now or forever hold your peace. But there we go. All retracted, all put together. And I think we are safe to start building the rest of the rocket. It's going to be pretty simple. We don't want decouplers, we want stack separators. There is a difference between the two. So basically, if you look on the decouplers and the stack separators, right? They do slightly different things. Basically, the decouplers decouple in only one direction. That's what the little arrow means. Well, the stack separators separate in both directions. Now, the decouplers do weigh slightly less than the stack separators. The difference between the two is 0.16 tons and 0.21 tons. But the ejection force is the same. However, if you're doing, especially like crafts that need to go up into space, they maybe need to undock and redock together. Having that ability is super duper helpful. The fact that the stack separator, there's been a couple missions that I've made that I've sent up and have almost and I've had to restart because I put a decup instead of a stack separator. It makes that big of a difference to the actual flight. All right. Let's see. Sorry, just checking a thing on the stream's end. That's all. Anyways. Anyways. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we're good. Yeah. So it's very important, in my preference, put stack separators on. So from here, now here's the real question. How am I going to do this section, right? Because we have our rocket here. We have our lander. Hello. Hello, that Kerbal guy. I hope your day is doing well. We are making a Minmus lander right now to complete some very lovely missions that we've got for campaign, and then also just to have a lander for Minmus. This is coming off the tail end of spending a lot of time making a not a Minmus lander, but last week basically was spent making a space station around the Mun. So I'm quite excited to see how this particular system ends up. So right now we're just making, yeah, the landing rocket. And I don't really know the best way to do this, because we need to put a, excuse me? Maybe if I almost wonder if I could do something like this. Just package this better, really, because if I do this, can I attach a piece to it? Will it let me? I don't know. Can I put a piece here? I don't think I can. Oh, I can put it back. Oh, wait. Oh, perfect. Okay. So what I'm going to do from here is, because that's backwards, decoupler shroud? Ooh. What I want to do from here is, because this engine's backwards, right? Is make the actual return ship, right? So yeah, so we don't need that much fuel to get back, I don't believe. So like if this is the lander pod here, with this pieces is the what this piece is gonna be is like the the return ship basically. Set that in there. Which actually does mean that this needs a heat shield, doesn't it? Also, we're gonna need another decoupler there. Actually, a stack separator. Cool. Stack separator there. Throw that on. And I want these disconnected from. I don't want staging. Disable staging. I don't like having staging on my upper level decouplers because it's too easy to accidentally pop them off. And then, uh-oh, you don't have working decouplers. Whew. No. Alright. You need to... I need to report you. Look at this person. Alright. How do I actually do that? I don't do enough chat moderation most of the time. Give me a moment. This person needs to get reported for being bad. They're gonna show up. Ugh, That's not what I want. How do I... Ah, that's right, you click on their name. And... report for... I don't know, that's close enough. Okay, cool. They have been reported, and we're gonna ban them. So there we go. Okay. Back to the actual stream. So, yeah, we need to add our heat shields to this, so we don't burn up on re-entry. Which I imagine is kind of important. Rotate, and then... Oh, come on. We've gotten this far. Are you gonna be like this now? Fine. If you're gonna be like that now, I'll work with you, but I'm not gonna like it. Place you on there, and then... We need to rotate it one at a time? Something like that? Like... We do... this, and then take that, rotate it, and then move it back down to there. Okay. I think that worked right. But I really don't know. Anyways, what this is gonna need, because I do want this to be able to rendezvous with this vessel, try and cross out some of those other missions. We need a docking port on the front of this. That should think would be relatively easy. Docking port, and then from here we can do our shrouds. Stack separator, and then... Yeah, the... Do you have any mods installed? Oh yes, a lot of mods. I've got a bunch of interstellar and near future mods installed on this. Tweak scale, and when we actually get flying, I've got some of the nice visual mods. No black racks, but like the one that makes the engines better. An Eve environment visual enhancements is pretty nice to have too. Yeah, those are kind of the main ones I've got installed into this. Okay, we need communication on these, don't we? Communotrons, go! And we're also gonna want solar power. I'm thinking about it, and I don't want to run out of power mid-mission. I've had that happen before, and it's very sad. Let's drop a couple down with those holes. See, this is clearly how NASA engineers think. You put things down, and you're like, perfect. This is just gonna work. Assuming you've done your job right, nobody will ask any questions. Boop. There we go. One fairing. I can make that fairing better. NASA engineers don't know the pulse. Anyone does a KSP. True. That is true. I will give you that. Yeah, they just don't have the balls to make a rocket like this, clearly. But yeah, I wonder what does increasing the sides change the weight? It does not. That shouldn't really be a surprise, but I'm always curious. What do you think I'd do with 4 sides? A little bit more injection force. Clamshell. What's clamshell deploy? You know what? That seems kind of cool. I'll turn that on. I'm just gonna play on. Because I don't know what all these do. Fairing staged, fairing not staged. I want that to be controlled manually. I like to have as much control over the flight as possible. Alright. Alright. Fuel tanks? Probably just... That's so tiny. What I usually do is I have my actual landers and my return mission right here. And then I have a stage that is dedicated to just getting us there, right? And that's a more fuel efficient engine. So like, something like the Poodle, that's like lower power, but much more efficient in how it uses that power. And I have been experimenting with some of the modded engines, like the, this one that runs on, methyl ox? Yeah, methyl ox. Which is actually very cool, but I have to be a lot more careful with it to keep it from all burning off. Which is an issue. I can't really have it burning off yet, because there's methyl ox and there's methyl ox. Because some tanks run on a mix of methane and oxygen, and some run on a methane and oxidizer. And they're slightly different. But it has caused problems before, yeah, because it's liquid ethane and liquid oxygen, liquid methane and oxidizer. And I believe the liquid methane with liquid oxygen is slightly better than having oxidizer on a craft. Yeah, so from here, we're gonna need the rest of the actual staging. So I'm gonna do a similar staging method to my MUN mission. Tied to my MUN missions. Wait, we need to Control Z. Which basically, okay, need to make this bigger. Which basically just involved onion staging. And for those who don't know what onion staging is, it is this method of rocket staging. I think you're better. Which involves having multiple different engine stages, right? That all have different, like, powers, right? That, like, all run on the same fuel source, right? And then each of those stages, they drop off. As the outer two stages run out of fuel, you drop those. And the next two stages, you drop those. And you drop the next one, drop the next ones. And you can get some very efficient launches out of it. Whew. I'm apparently tired today. Let's see. I'm not too concerned about power for the meantime. There's more than enough power in here. It's going to be controlled by an actual pilot and not the other thing. So that's going to be very nice. Let's see. Walk it? Yes, it is a walk it. We're going to the MUN. We're going to the Min-Miss this time. With a whole probe mission, trying to get through some of the, trying to complete some of the, missions some of, like, the career missions they've got for Min-Miss, which I'm excited for, because will be some money, and it's an exercise, and it allows us to get an actual rocket out there. So I'm very excited with this mission. Yawns. Let's see, let's get some more panels on this. Can't run out of solar. Can never have too many solar panels. Let's see. RCS there. Cool. So yeah, basically what we're doing right now is just building a rocket that I think will be powerful enough to get to Min-Miss. It just has been a minute since I've actually gone to Minmus, so I am a little out of practice, I will say. So I don't really know the general numbers either for going to Minmus. I don't know the math. Um, I don't know the math for going to another planet. Uh, Most of my time in this game is trial and error. I think I do. Oops, zoom in. I want to grab that decoupler. There we go. And Control Z to pull those in, because I know we're going to need at least two stages to get off the ground. It's that powerful. Well, it's that far away. It needs that much energy to get there. So we've got a rocket. We're going to need some actual arrow for this. Protective shell, protective shell. Actually, the aerodynamics of how rockets and cars, because I've been doing one of the things that I do in school is this racing team, and one of the things that we make are these. We make a race car, right? And rockets. Yeah. And one of the things to do is make a race car, right? And so, as a result, what happened? And as a result, excuse me. I've been looking at a couple books and material on how make a Minmus hang glider. I'm sorry. I'm not sending a space plane. I'm just sending a regular lander. I'm boring today. But as a result, I've been reading a lot of books on how race car aerodynamics, which also applies to pretty much everything else to some extent, with like boundary layer and stuff. And I could go on such a rant about boundary layer. I absolutely love doing it. It's so fun. It's like, do you want to know how? Do you want to know all the specifics to how this thing works? Well, I can tell you in excruciating detail, and it's so fun. Aerodynamics is cool. That's all I'm saying. I can also talk about the boundary layer of the atmosphere. Why would you want to talk about the boundary layer of an atmosphere? You can talk about how boundary layer generates on surfaces. And then as that boundary layer grows, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, which creates some really crazy boundary layers by trains. However, where boundary layers get very interesting when you start talking about airplane wings. Because when you're talking about airplane wings, right, you're not just, there's a boundary layer that forms, right? And basically, well, that's what I do is on the atmosphere, I know. And I'm saying, why don't you do it on everything? Like with airplane wings, you get a low pressure zone on the top of the wing and a high pressure zone on the bottom of the wing. And I need to look a little bit more. I need to review it a little bit. But you end up getting a little bit of a pulling force on the wing, not just a pushing force from the more dense air on the bottom. And what happens to a wing is if that boundary layer, right, that slower moving air separates and you get no moving air, that's how the airplane stalls, because it breaks off the wing. There's a bunch of science behind it, and it's super duper cool. And how wings form. If people ever want to hear me go in depth about it, like grab the book and talk about it in depth, I am more than willing to. That sounds like it'd be a very fun stream idea. Please make certain something about atmosphere. You can do that in general case. Well, I mean, yeah, like for a lot of the modeling stuff I do, we just take generic atmospheric numbers. So I guess I can thank all of you weird meteorologists for it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But no, I just think boundary layer is cool, and all the math and sciencing that goes into it is super duper interesting. Anyways, I'm worried this isn't enough to get into the atmosphere to get to Minmus. Because I'm thinking about the fuel that I have on the ship, right? And granted, the further out we go from Kerbin, the less fuel relative that we need. Because you go faster, and due to how orbital mechanics work, the further out you are, the slower you're moving. So I'm still a little concerned, although this is a fairly light rocket. We might honestly just say, to heck with it, and see what happens. Send it? Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I want... Oh. Photos? Is it photos? I always call it Phoebe. I think it's photos. Anyways, I think this will be good. I will, however, before we go, put some amount of aero stabilization on it. So when we're starting to get up into the atmosphere, we can get a bit better of a... we can start turning sooner, basically. Alright, Min-Miss, what should we call this? Because I could just call this, Min-Mus Lander. Min-Mus Lander, like, V1? Which is very boring, but it's very... That's how I name a lot of things. Fuel lines might help get a bit more out of it. Well, I mean... The... Oh, let me enable crossfeed. That's a good idea. It's with the, I don't know if this is a base feature or a mod, because I've mostly played with mods. If it's not enough, it is enough. My other rockets, this is usually enough to get it going properly, because they're not feeding to the center, because the center is using the, because you gotta remember that the centerpiece is using the methalox, right? It's not using the, which I'm glad I changed that. Because the center of the ship's using methalox, which basically means we're only having to send fuel from the outer two to the inner two. Yes, like from these two to these two, or these two to these two. Yeah, and then into the actual base. But yeah, I think this is safe to send. I think we're just gonna have to go for it today. Man, oh, land. It should be lander. If I can spell. Anyways, I'd say wish us luck. I think that's... Let's go. I love water. So good. Oh, and you'll probably like this, Zid Zimmerman? I think that's how I pronounce this. I actually have a proper background screen, and stream ending and starting screen, which I'm very happy for. Because I usually go till 3 for these. If you, around 3 is when I'll be finishing. If you stick around till then, you'll get to see the thanks for watching screen, which I'm very proud of how that came out. I think it looks very nice. Uh-oh. Well, better get moving. Alright. Gotta love that auto strut. I turned auto strut on for these. They've all been auto strutted and they're just not working. Anyways. Look at this bulbous. Look at this bulbous creature. Activate engine. I want you running too. I want all engines. Oop. You in there. And then I want to pin this so I can actually... Oh! Oh no. Wait, why isn't that working correctly? I didn't... I thought I set that up right. I'm a little annoyed it didn't. Anyways, it probably is not too bad. This is going off a lot faster than the other rockets. I may have put a little much power on this. But you know, you can never have too much power. Fireworks. You can never have too much power on a rocket. You never have enough. Um, more power. In the words of Palpatine, more power. No unlimited power. Who says more power? Somebody says more power in a way that's really funny. I swear those were out of fuel. Eh. If we need to restart, we'll restart. There have been bigger failures in rocketry. As long as it isn't Columbia. That's really bad. I shouldn't say that. That's really, really bad. Anyways. Time to go sideways. SpongeBob says more power in a funny way. Unlimited power. That's not the same, is it? No. Anyways. Time to get into orbit. We do like orbiting here. Orbiting is our friend, not food. Whew, alright. Okay, we're back across the Carmen line. God damn, it's moving. I know. I think I used more powerful engines. I don't think I used the main sails on the other rocket. But yeah, we're in orbit. We're gonna get into orbit with this, no doubt. Makes me feel a lot better. Okay. Which actually, it's actually very nice that those engines broke off when they did. 'Cause maneuver. Let's see. Why are we getting burn off? Help? Why are we getting burn off? I don't like that. Are we not generating enough power? Extend solar panels. We need more power. More power! Ah! I do not have enough experience with these engines to do them correctly. Anyways, with these particular fuel storage tanks. Alright, let's see. Oh, do we really just need to keep on? Can we not stop moving right now? We might not be able to stop moving right now. I'm not sure if our solar panels can actually generate enough power to keep it hidden, keep it safe. In the words of Gandalf. See, where's the sun? The sun's over there, I see. Oh, we're gonna just boil off. It's all boil off. I really want to use these methane engines because they're so fuel efficient. It's just they're very, very hard to do right. Like we're running the engines, but we're still getting boil off. That's bad. Okay, we need to redesign this rocket. This thing needs a overhaul. I think I might just use liquid fuel and avoid doing the methane just for the burn off. Not my preferred course of action, but I think the engine will still be relatively efficient with the different fuel. I think the efficiency is still similar. It'll just have less relative fuel, which is fine. No, we're gonna need an actual. Okay. Alright, we're gonna change this out. I'm gonna try using the poodle. It's not one I get to use that much, so I'm kind of excited. Thanks. Liquid... LFO, liquid fuel oxidizer. Standard, okay. We need to make sure that the fuel priorities are correct, because right now they are not correct. So these outer ones need to have the highest fuel priority, these inner ones the least. 30, 40, good, okay. Because then we'll draw from these two first. And then we'll draw from, you also need to be 40. So we'll draw from these outer tanks first, and then 30 to draw from these, and then 20 to draw from those. All of our engines fire. And then to do the onion staging, you're in a stage. and then they're in a stage, and then this gets staged out last. But I am going to turn off staging. I don't like having those things in staging. It's too dangerous. But alright. We'll see how this goes. Prepare to burn. Up in the atmosphere. Anybody caught hiding in the ship will be anybody caught hiding on the ship will be thrown out in atmosphere. And they'd better have a parachute, or they'll land on the ground, and it will hurt no matter where they land. I mean, theoretically, you might be able to get away with something because it is terminal velocity. However, I think you're going to have a bigger issue with freezing. Or, I think at that point, if you're like close to space, you're going to have a bigger issue with freezing or asphyxiating before you even hit the ground. So maybe bring your own air supply. Anyways, SAS on. Throttle up and go. This thing's going to burn off very, very fast. We're going to want to watch the fuel pretty close. Thunder! It's actually crazy how fast, how quickly the difference in orbit between the surface and the planet is. It is like a little under 100 meters a second of delta V, which is kind of crazy. And I think last time we honestly wasted a lot of fuel due to not having proper setups on our engines. However, it should be better this time. Alright, and drop. Now we're zooming. Those mainsails are powerful. It's very impressive. Let's see, how are we doing? What's our Apple Apps at? Not high enough. So you continue to burn, burn, burn. Okay, cool. We want to see that number go up. We want to see number go up. Alright. Very cool looking engines. Yeah, basically what this does is it means that whenever your main engines burn through their fuel, you've still got like a pretty significant amount of your fuel left. You're just burning efficiently, really. Yeah. Let's burn sideways a bit. 90 degrees to the planet. Alright, and time to drop our other tanks. Just running the poodle and deploy the air shell for a couple extra meters a second of delta V. Look at that. Very cool looking. Yeah, and we are going to be slowing down because these engines are significantly less powerful than our other ones, as you can see. But I believe we've bought ourselves enough time that we're not going to crash. Yeah, we're stuck at 3 minutes and 57 seconds, but we are barely increasing our orbital speed with this engine. Gosh darn, this thing's slow. This engine's slow. Anyways, we're making good time. We are making good time. Can I speed up at all? I don't think it'll let me. Not without stopping the burn. Okay, which is not what we want. Just more power. I just want infinite power. I just want unlimited power. You know, give me unlimited funds. Give me unlimited power. We're gonna burn forever. Just... We're gonna live forever. That's what's gonna happen. Soldier from TF2 is right. We're gonna live forever. It's really dumb. Anyways, I believe we have more than enough Delta V at this point to get us to min-miss, but it is going to take a hot second. Yeah, it's going to take a second to get there. Let's see. Let's look at the maneuver node map. You know, we've still got to pull that periapsis up by quite a bit. But we'll make it. We'll make it. It's moving faster and faster. I think yours is good for now. In terms of speed, in terms of acceleration. It is set the full throttle all the way, right? Yeah, that's at full throttle. And let's see, and there's 2,000. And I think all of that Delta V is from these two. So that should be good. We should have more than enough Delta V. And I know someone's probably getting annoyed every time I say it. Or they're not getting annoyed, but they want to make fun of me. And say, oh, change in momentum for no reason. They're the ones who should get made fun of for that. That's all I'm saying. Alright. We have about circularized on the planet. The periapsis grows. We want to get that to around 80,000. 80,000, I guess 8,000 kilometers, 80,000 kilometers. Because that's well enough above the Kerbal-Kármán line. And then from there, we'll plot out our nodes to the MUN, to mid-miss. Oh. Okay. We're in a decent spot. Now, for the hard part. Getting a rendezvous with mid-miss. Let's see. How much Delta V is this going to be? Oh, wow. We've got way more than enough Delta V with this engine. That's crazy. Oh, that's right. And we have to deal with inclination. Because we don't want to get caught by the MUN. And then not be able to have an encounter. Let's see. This is being a very pesky encounter to try and set up, I'm not gonna lie. That's not what I want to do. I could obviously very easily slingshot myself, but it's not like that's helpful. I could slingshot myself, but it's not really helpful in any way. Let's see. Whoop. No, let's work from here. Let's see if there's anything we can get here. The game is not wanting to hand me an encounter, is it? And this particular ship is not designed to go out into deep space. And I say deep space, it's just intrastellar orbit, but like still, you know. Okay, that's for a different mission. Sean's Cannery. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just not getting a encounter with it, which is very annoying. Let's see. Add maneuver, just. The usual method, burn towards it. Well, because it's going to have moved by the time we get there, right? So we do have to take into account the fact that when it actually gets there, it's going to be... It's like, I mean, maybe we just do something like... this and wait it out. Of course, at the same time, that's what you want when to do something like this and wait it out. That's going to be less fuel because you're in a more optimal window. Let me think. Here-ish. Orbital windows, am I right? It seems I don't have a good one for min-miss. I've got more than enough fuel, so it's not like we're in danger of being stranded. It's really got a lot more to do with just being in the right place at the right time. There's a lot of other junk on our map. Okay. Okay, that gets us pretty close to Min-Miss's orbital path. A little far, we'll pull it in. Ah! There we go, we've got one! I like that, nice and close. Alright, cool. We've got ourselves a maneuver. This game has single-handedly taught me orbital mechanics. I've I've learned more about orbital mechanics from this game than I have from my teacher. My high school physics teacher. She's also not very good. It's not like saying much, but you know. It's not saying much, but it is still a comment I'm going to make. Extend, 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 and extend. Cool. We'll start our burn soon. Alright. Got it right where we want us. 30 seconds till burn. Yeah, we're speeding that up. Because I have no chill and refuse to wait 30 seconds. I don't like driving. I don't like waiting for ships to fly in KSP. It's fun to watch them move, but I don't want to be like... It's fun to watch them move. I don't want to do any more. Any more than just watching them move. Anyways, yeah, we should have more than enough delta V in this section to get ourselves in the orbit of the Mun, and then maybe even bring ourselves back. I may have brought way too much fuel, but we'll see. We'll see. A pilot engineer and a pilot engineer and a scientist walk into a bar. All right. Burn, baby, burn. So, chat, how was your days, Ben? Hope they've been doing swell. Hope no one's died. That wouldn't be very good, would it now? Okay. Thankfully, I think we're making good progress. This is just such a long burn. There's not a whole lot I can do. Once I've started, I'm gonna wait and let it go. Interesting. Halfway through the burn. This hasn't taken forever. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the return mission because I do need to get off at 3. And because I've got other stuff to do today besides just streaming. I know it's crazy. So I do need to be ready for that. Alright. Yeah, that is not the most trustworthy thing. The one issue with the node, with following the node, is that what ends up happening is if you move to it after you started your burn, it can throw you off because of how the game calculates the node location. When you have the actual node burner on, it's a lot better, but it's the kind of thing where I just prefer to turn it on and just let it burn. It's usually that's safer. We're getting there though. I'm gonna want to throttle down sooner than later and then do the fine movements from there. What encounter? 8 days, 2 hours, 2 minutes. That's going to be a fair little bit. What are we? How close are we going to be? Not that close, really. And if I can bring us in closer to the Minmus wouldn't do that. I'd really like to be closer than further out. TBH. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Well, we'll work from here. Yeah, we want a little bit more time in orbit of Minmus. Wait, are we adjusting the right orbit? No, because we want to adjust the blue orbit, not the purple orbit, I think. Okay, that'll be good. I just gotta get to that node position. This will be a short little burn. I'll make sure to throttle the engine down so we don't overshoot. Oh. Oh, do I need to go around again? I'm very confuzzled as to what exactly happened there. Has Time Warp screwed us over? What the heck, Time Warp? What the absolute heck? I am a little angry about that. I spent all that time setting up an encounter for me to Time Warp, and it just said, haha, nope, it's not going to work for you, actually. I'm a little mad. I'm going to be honest. I am a little annoyed at what just happened. Because I don't know what just happened. If anyone can tell me what just happened, do. Otherwise, we are stuck with it not working. Okay, whatever. Whatever. We'll make it work. And I guess we're gonna wait for Minmus to go around again now? What is that about? I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Can we get an encounter? We can indeed get an encounter. Okay. Okay, this will be good. Time to location of the burn. I do think I'm going to throw RCS on for this. Okay, and then... Cool. There we go. Can I focus on Midmiss, please? Why not let me from this menu? Anyways, look at that. We have our Midmiss orbit. Okay. Okay. Take 2. But unlike Take 2, we're actually going to finish this. Instead of leaving a half-finished game at our doorstep. That's right. KSP jokes. Deal with them. KSP2 jokes. Deal with it. Okay. We will have finally made it to this little rock. And that's truly what it is, isn't it? It is simply a little rock. Floating in space. Time to slow the heck down. We have so much Delta V. We actually have a copious amount of Delta V right now. It's incredible. Ah, more retrograde. Oh, this could be a really circular orbit. I quite like that. We're going that way, so we're going to need to burn out a little bit. Oop. That's better. Okay. Oh, and I should probably burn retrograde a touch. Let's see, inclination, ejection. That seems all fine. Okay. Cool. Anyways, this is where the fun begins. All right. How are we gonna do this? Ugh, I should have put a docking hatch on this, and I didn't. We're gonna have to lose the fuel tank. There's a lot of fuel in it. However, sadly, I don't have really any way to reattach to it. Let's see, you are being, so let's see, we're gonna need to decouple all of this. RCS, docking mode. I'm gonna burn away from that a little bit. And then we're going to, where is the scientist? We have Phoebe in this. So this, yeah, that's gonna be the one that's controlled. So we want to control from here. Control point, forward. Oh no, it should be up, yeah. And then SAS on. What we're going to do is we're going to decouple from our very lovely other ship, and then SAS go to docking mode. RCS on, docking mode on. And you are going to be our target. I'm a little annoyed that the pilot can't do any that non-pilots can't do a little bit of SAS work. I know it's for game balance, but it doesn't mean I'm not annoyed. Whoop. Down here. It's on docking mode. Ah. You have loads of monopropellant. Slow down. Oh, great. Don't you love docking to another vessel that has a slight rotation? I know I don't. Why is it going away? Okay, I'm just gonna land. I'm just gonna land this. I don't care. That could be an issue. engine. We'll deal with that later. Thankfully, Minmus is incredibly easy to land on because there's absolutely no gravity. Also means things take longer. Because of aforementioned no gravity. Thankfully, there's some relatively powerful engines. Oh, we're still in docking mode. Okay, at least we'll be in the sun now. Okay. Back to the stream. Sorry, I was focusing there for a little bit too long. Yeah, so we have made it onto the planet, and we're doing the very fun activity of landing onto a very easy to land on planet. I'm probably freaking out with my very flippant use of time warp. Because TBH, I really don't care. I will use time warp as much as I want. And if it scares you, well, tough luck. When I crash to the ground, you'll have your last laugh. I almost forgot to set that to surface. That could have been a big issue. Anyways. Rotate us slightly. Nice, safe, and easy landing. Okay, that's pretty nice. You gotta admit, that's a pretty nice landing right there. Alright. Alright. Yeah, it wants to fall over. Alright, drill time. Whoop. Open doors. Oh, I have to be in atmosphere, don't I? Oh. Okay. Where did I put that thermometer? Oh, wow. That's a lot of science for one temperature scan. And just in the Midlands. I should probably stop at a few different locations. Extract surface sample, please, and thank you. Science. And then crew report, science. I do like how much science you can get from one location. It is a little silly sometimes. All right. Oh, I should have sent the scientist down, shouldn't I? It's a little bit of a silly. Anyways. extend ladder. You extended the ladder a little late. Well, look at that. We made it. We did it. We made it to this planet. Alright, time to plant flag. Made it to Midmas. Success, people. Whee! Site name, Minmus B? Because I think this is the second site. Alright, surface sample. Ooh. The surface the surface seems to consist of tiny crystal-like grains. Very pretty, but probably not edible. The EVA report. You feel like a superhero when you jump into low gravity. Nice. Alright. Oh, I didn't actually turn those on. I got all of these lights for landing, and I ended up not needing to use them. I could have landed in the dark. It's more fun to land at the light, though. Board. I have 2 mobility enhancers. Retract ladder. No, I wanted to retract drill, and then we're gonna... Nice. Alright, where should we go next? Let's see, we have that site right there. Trains. Because we're in the Midlands. I don't really know where the other locations of Midmas are. Like, I don't know, we fly around until we find the Highlands or something? I think that'd work. SCS on. Lights on for effect. Are we just gonna burn in a direction? The speed at which one travels in this game is kind of humorous, I'm not gonna lie. Like, oop, a few hundred meters a second of delta V. Well, look at that. You've already made it to another location on this planet. Slopes. Alright. I'll do it in the other space. Lowlands. Because these are like oceans. Or those considered lowlands. Those are considered lowlands. Okay. Flats. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I'm mostly looking for here is one of the highlands. If we only get the lowlands, it's not that big of a deal. I don't think we have lowlands yet, so... Yeah, we'll just burn out here. Retrograde. Whoop. Alright. It's deceleration burn time. We're in the lowlands. Oh, you'll take the high road, I'll take the low road. That's a good song. I really like Loch Lomond. And I think I can actually sing it on stream because it's not, because it's old enough that because it's a folk song. So I believe I could actually sing that, which could actually be really fun. I like singing. I did a lot of choir. Just hard to find time to do it in college with the stuff that I'm doing. That's my biggest, that's the hard part for me is finding time. If it works, it works. All right. Crew report. Situation. Nice. Yeah, we have more than enough power. Good. We're gonna have to do this one back in space. What we do need is temperature, which I believe is hidden. Yeah, it's just really hiding. Ah, darn, we've already gotten one of those. All right, whatever. Deploy drill. And while that's going, whee! Cool. Extend ladder. After we've gotten off the ship, take surface samples. EVA report. All right. Not getting any more for those. Cool. Cool. I'm going to use the restroom soon before I head back. And I think when we head back, I think that's when I'm going to stop the stream is when we get back with these ships. Because that'll be like a full mission, really. All right. Extract sample. Nope, definitely made of delicious dessert products. Okay. Right, we're gonna close doors. I don't think there's any more reports to do. Let's see, which direction do we need to go? Because we do need to rendezvous back with our other lander. So, like, in a direction. I'll just get us up first, and then we'll work from there. Retract ladder. Lights off. Ugh. Okay, whatever. Be like that, then. That's not any of what I wanted to do. I'm a little annoyed. It's so difficult to control sometimes. Because we kind of need to dock with that. It's kind of an issue if we can't. Okay, that's what I thought. So we're going to want to burn in that direction, basically. Whoop. This is being finicky. Retract. Retract. Are we just really off balance? Is that what the issue is? We burn north and then we burn here. Okay, cool. And you're our target. And can we just get a nice and easy, like, encounter with it is the question, I think. Because on to the speeds we're working out. Such a easy orbit, all things considered. I don't think it'll be that hard. Inclination. I always forget to adjust inclination on these. It's almost like orbital inclination's important. Perfect. All right, that'll be a short little burn. We're gonna get nice up and close, and then once we get close to it, we're gonna burn away and get us into a nice little location. Anyways, what do we need to do on this end? Ooh, look at Kerbal. Oh, that's so cool. Wait, we can see all three from here. Oh, wait, can I get my camera to see that? Look at that. There's Kerbal, there's Kerbin, and the Mun right there, and we have the Minmus all the way here. The Minmus is so small. It's so tiny. It's practically an asteroid that just got caught rather than like a true satellite. Let's see. Okay, well, this moves because it's going to be 40 minutes. I'm going to go and use the restroom. And I want to leave everyone with a very nice view of Kerbal and the Mun in the background. I will be right back. Alright. I am back for a little restroom break. Okay. Let's get to our burn position. We'll burn for a little bit and then we'll work from there. This is going to be this is going to be so much science. I'm extremely excited. Let's see. I want to transmit a singular piece of data. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, open doors. Oh, we're going to need a separate vessel for this, aren't we? Okay, anyways, I'm thinking about the logistics of this, and I'm probably going to need to send another vessel up to, like, help take some of the science back, because this went a little wrong. Anyways, crew report. Transmit science. Oh, I should probably turn the extend antenna. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, fine. Add maneuver. Slow down. I wish I had computers. I do sometimes wish there were computers that could do the node math for me. Save me all that work. I know it's not really feasible in this game and it would take away from the entire like gameplay loop. But you know, sometimes it'd be nice to just not have to worry about it. Anyways. I'm gonna send over the science that I can send over. Like, for example, review report, this can be sent in. Because that's just a crew report, doesn't need any kind of extra. Let's see, scan gamma rays, keep experiment, and then... Yeah, there's no atmosphere, that's what I thought. Wait, did I send that over? I'm not sure if I sent that. Review data, that needs to be brought back. Experiment, but like, where did I put all the data in this thing? I put it into one of these two. Review store data. Like, I can send that crew report in nice and easily. I can send that EVA report in nice and easily because they don't need that special. That crew report we can send in. Have any more? Okay, that is it. All right, cool. Keep experiment. All right. Lovely. This is going to be a very short burn. We need to make sure that goes right. Anyways. Cool. Cool. So, that was actually a lot of science. We're going to have so much science when we get back. Science truly does rule. Bill Nye the Science Guy was right. Bill Nye the Science Guy was right. What can I say? All right. Oh yeah, we're gonna run out of time before we get back, and because I messed up this mission, I'm gonna need to send another ship out to Minmus, and I'll do that tomorrow, because it's Wednesday, right? Oh, today's Wednesday. It'll probably be a little bit of a different time because I have therapy tomorrow. But yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's see, we're controlling from here. We are. honestly, I think I might just use the monopropellant for this maneuver. It needs to be so precise that I'm a little worried to use the main engines. They're just so powerful. Yeah. That's very pretty. All right. What's the 19 minutes? Warp here. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to send Phoebe over to the other ship, right? Get this ship, right, to stop spinning. Send or Photo. I'll send Photo over to that ship, get it to stop spinning, and then I'll put Photo back into this ship, right? And then work from there. Yeah, we're most likely going to want to retrograde, but can we see the other ship from here is the question. Yes. Is that it? Let me look at target. No. Thankfully we do have Flight Engineer, which, as I've learned how to use it, is a very, very helpful tool. So we are trying to hit a very small target. I'm gonna pop a save. Save game. We do like having quick saves here. Shorts. That's fine. Let's see. Let's focus us. So look at target. Down there. Oh, I see it. I see it. Coolio. All right. So looking at that. We want to point towards our target. Very carefully burn towards our target. Okay. All right, this is where the fun begins. All right, let's see. I think it's still got a slight spin, which is the problem. All right, RCS on, docking mode on. Once we get close, we're gonna want to burn back, because what's like 50 meters? Yeah. Okay. I'll switch to her. Okay. Ah. Okay. EVA. Space let go. RCS on. crap. Board. SAS on. Oh, we're in docking mode on this thing too, aren't we? Oh, great. Okay, anyways. EVA. Space to let go. Don't you love orbital docking maneuvers? Aren't they so fun? Aren't they so easy and chill? And aren't annoying? Okay, docking mode off, RCS off. Okay, good. RCS on, docking mode on. Down. Why? Won't you burn in the direction I want you to burn? Right, docking mode. Okay. Docking mode. This way. And RCS, docking mode on. Burn back. Whew, this is tedious. As always, it is tedious. I don't know what direction it's burning half the time. That's half the problem. Ugh! Okay, fine. Whatever. You know what? You know what? I didn't want to do this, but it's going to make me do this. Ooh, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. It's not in docking mode, was I? Okay. Okay. And then burn to the side. Geez, a couple days of not playing. And I already fell out of practice. Yeah. I should be talking more. I just want to get this finished. It's the kind of thing where I'm just a little tired from doing the same thing over and over again for the last while. But anyways, we have made it back. I'm very happy about that fact. Let's see. I wish there was a better way to get all the science back into the landing craft. I'm not sure if there is. Let me try a thing. Actually, what's the view inside of here? Yeah, kind of cool. Anyways, oh yeah, it's almost 3. So I think we'll probably leave it off here. Cause yeah, this is all I had time for today anyways. Let me see. Let go. RCS. Ooh, I really should have brought 2 pilots, I think. Or have one been a drone core. That probably would have made things a little bit easier the first time. Take data. Any data in there? Okay, just the 6. I mean, if she can carry all the data in on her own, that's a huge boon. Store experiments. Okay, cool. No, that's great. That means we can actually do this. I might leave the lander here and build a station off of it tomorrow. That's probably what I'll do. Continue doing these min-miss missions. Board. Oh, F. Now we can board. All right. Yeah, I think this is where we're gonna save off for the day. Save game. Save. Because I am a wee tired, but for those of you who stuck around and are listening, you get to see the new stream end screen, which I am very excited about. No. Oh, wait. Oh. Boop. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Look at the stream end screen. I'm very proud of this model. Basically what I did the last 4 days. um, yeah, thank you all for thank you all for coming. Thank you all for seeing the stream. I'm quite happy with how it went out. I'm happy with what we got done. It was a very much kind of just do as we did day. But tomorrow we have a bit more of a plan that's going to be taking the station out. So, yeah. Anyways, have a nice day and enjoy the background for a little bit.